Hello. Before you can progress to the next level of this course, you need to focus on improving the details of your language use. Details in written language are everything. You cannot communicate your ideas clearly if you're not writing correctly formed sentences, using punctuation correctly, or writing in a consistent point of view. Here are some tips using examples from real students to help you improve. Tip number 1, slow it down. Proof everything that you write 5 to 10 times before you turn it in. Yes, I said it 5 to 10 times. It will go much better if you do that. Tip number 2, details matter. Study the rules for capitalization and use them. The First Amendment and the United States are proper nouns and need to be capitalized accordingly. Proofreading will help you catch these. Punctuation. Here's an example of an incorrect use of a semicolon. Eventually, without this right, things would inevitably fall into chaos. Here it is, repaired. Eventually, without this right, things would inevitably fall into chaos. A semicolon must have a complete sentence on both sides of it. In the example that says no, it shouldn't be done this way, eventually without this right, that's not a complete sentence. However, things would inevitably fall into chaos is a complete sentence. But it should be repaired where it says yes, eventually without this right, things would inevitably fall into chaos. Tip number 3, sentence structures matter. Avoid sentence fragments. The following sentence is missing a verb and it is incomplete in meaning. The freedom to say the truth about someone and not be arrested for seditious libel. It's missing a verb and it is missing complete meaning. Repaired, it says the freedom to say the truth about someone and not be arrested for seditious libel is the right of every citizen in the United States. The word is a verb and it is bolded and italicized so that you can see how this sentence has been repaired to be complete. Avoid comma splices. The following sentence is a comma splice, which means that it is really two separate sentences tacked together incorrectly with a comma instead of using a period. It establishes freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly and press. In its absence, we would no longer be a democracy. Repaired, it splits the two into two complete sentences, or it needs to have a comma and to glue the two together instead of incorrectly just sticking a comma there. Tip number 4, third person point of view is harder than it looks, so slow down and be careful. In third person point of view, you cannot use we, us, and our. These are first person plural. So when you use them, you're really writing in first person point of view instead of third person. So no, you can't do these things that are following. Without this free press, we would be at the mercy to believe whatever the government told us to believe. We and us are first person plural, and it's not writing in third person. Having a successful democracy also means listening and sometimes disagreeing with one another. That is in third person. Therefore, we have the freedom to petition what we believe in. Again, we and